everyone, I'm Shae Byron. Prez and LegacyT are with me, and today we are going to do a live reading. Who's hyped about Batman Legacy Cowl? I got mine. Did you get
Let's
yours?
go.
Let's
I got
go.
mine. It's beautiful. Let's get it.
It is gorgeous. I'm so excited for everyone. But before we start, I want to give a huge shout out to our OG Palm fam who helped bring this book to life. It's a long list, guys. So if you don't mind, just bear with me. I want to just rattle off a bunch of names, but also just give mad love to these people. Dan Heyman, Matt Mason, Straith Schrader, Caitlin Burns, Andrew Ward, Aaron Casanova, Andrew Damon, Bianca Pham, Itzy Kampa, Elise Fulcher, Ryan Goldberg, Chris Martin, Kurt Bernardine, Luis McNichol, John Downing, Jay Patel, Yoop Sarah Renz, Julian Perez, Steele Philippek, Asia Mechikoff, Andrew Nicholas Curtis, Dev Moore, Jada Bowman, and Sean Morrison. Thank you guys so much. All the love. We miss you so much and so happy that you guys brought us here. This is an exciting day for all of us, for the Bat Cowl fam, for everybody. Also, of course, shout out to the DC writer, Dan Abnett, and DC artist, Pablo M. Collar, and DC cover artist, Dustin Wynn. Thank you guys.
Thank
What happened to
you.
Legacy?
Thank you so much for your work in here. He's dropped off, but I'm sure he's gonna join back in. He's back.
Ah, there he
Um,
is.
no worries. So I'm just gonna show everyone that's in the stream. We've got King, we've got Michael. Congrats to everyone that went for this. I'm so happy for us back owners and got early access to this. Absolutely. This has been great. Honestly. Yeah, no, honestly, so hyped for this. Oh, he's back with the bat cowl, of course. Let's go. So I can't wait for this. Shay, do you mind?
Yeah,
Can we can we just
of
go because
course.
I've been waiting for this for
I
so long.
know. One second, let me pull it up. Okay, so do we want to start with the comic, or can you guys see my screen? I hit
Yep.
share, but oh, there we go.
Yes.
Do we want to start with the actual comic at the very beginning, or do we want to start here with the shout outs?
Mm.
Look at this LegacyT right here, first quote.
Let's go.
What do you guys want to do? You want to read the comic first or this part?
We could just
Behind the
do this part.
scenes.
We could do this
Okay.
part, I think, because
Yeah, I
I
know you have limited time. You're at a conference.
no, it's okay.
Your conference getting in the way.
I'm just not sure who's gonna jump out of here, but I'm actually really looking forward to the bonus feature. So let's
Yes.
go. I think you can zoom
Okay.
in as well. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
great. Yeah. Ooh.
One
Yeah.
second.
That's okay. See how it works.
What's the best way for me to zoom in here?
Well, if you click the zoom or
I did.
yep. Yeah, that's it. And then I guess
Okay, I guess that's best.
yeah.
Oh, you know what I can do? Let me see. Oh no, that's making it smaller.
Uh, should have
How's that? Does that help? I think that helped. I think that made it bigger.
no.
No? Still not? Okay, one
Oh, now
second.
now it's doing it. Now it's doing it. What did you do there? It's doing it.
I just expanded my screen. Okay, so start from the top. A
Mhm.
new Batman adventure. Over the years, Batman has designed various specialist cowls for specific tasks. He keeps them all secure in the Batcave, but when one goes missing, Bat Cowl collection holders helped shape the hows, whats, and whys of the comic to tell the story of Batman's newest mystery. Beginning in 2022, Bat Cowl holders voted to develop the path of an original comic book series created with legendary DC artists. Batman the Legacy Cowl is the first original DC comic on the blockchain and an exciting adventure that explores how Batman defines his legacy, but can he truly control the outcome? Legacy, would you do the honors of reading your quotes?
I
Is
will.
he still?
Allow me to zoom in. Yes, I
Okay.
am. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's mind blowing. This is
Woo!
complete history for me,
Let's
and I
go.
can't stop talking about it. I still remember the reveal. It was very special. Put my mind in a different perspective to see it. I feel blessed to be here. I love the art of chapter 2. I'm a Superman fan, so to see him in there is flipping awesome.
Let's go.
Such a great quote. Love
Go.
it.
Ep-
Let's go. Oh man, I love it.
So, let's look at these little stats here. The closest votes. Prez, do you want to read this one?
Oh, I could actually share as well. What page are you on again?
I'm on the first page where a Batman New Adventure.
Yes.
So
So
the
I
see the
can actually,
closest votes, the first one.
I can actually share. I think mine's a bit better, so I'll share.
Okay.
I
Do
think it's
you want to screen share
44.
yours?
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Um,
Would you rather screen share your screen? Is that what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying?
no, yeah, yeah. Let
Okay.
me,
Let me just
let,
close mine out then.
yeah, that's it. Can you see my screen? Um,
Not yet. Might be a delay.
that
There we
one.
go. Oh yeah, yours
Um,
does look better.
yeah. Let me, and I can also. Ooh, maybe not. But mine, yeah. I mean, does that look a little bit better? Similar.
Yeah, it looks a little bit, but I think
I mean, I could also just
everyone can
copy.
also read or open theirs and
Here we go.
kind of go
Here we go.
along.
Here you go. That's a bit better. Where are we? Which one?
So next to a new Batman adventure, so number 53. So vote number 53, closest votes right there.
So less than 20 voters determined that Batman would deactivate the legacy Cowl using a contact-based electromagnetic pulse. That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
And we got the most desirable vehicle. All-terrain, vote number 26, all-terrain Batmobile, an all-new design to traverse Earth, sea, and air was revealed in Chapter 2. And this I've been looking for this because this brings back memories for me.
Totally.
Man, like, do you remember like all our spaces for this? Man, here we go. Next issue, Killer Cowl, most contentious vote. Vote number 39, next issue tagline, Killer Cowl versus the Dark Knight. Killer Cowl wins with a difference of 4 voters only. Wow. Shae?
Most contentious online. Vote number 4, Batman sidekick. Nightwing versus Batgirl. Nightwing won the final vote within 200 Batcal votes after heated online debates. Ooh. Were you
There's
guys
always
on that? I
th-
obviously.
yeah, there's always heated online debates, always about anything, about anything. Closest Cal votes, vote number 17, voice of the Bat Computer. A mere 60 votes made a difference between lettering, which lettering style was chosen. Okay, I forgot about that. Wow. Oh,
Oh
oh,
yes.
because the voice got represented in different letters. That's
Mm-hmm.
some crazy attention to detail.
Yeah.
Biggest blowout. Overwhelming 74% of voters wanted the design selected for Chapter 1. Drone design. Okay. Most discussed online. Who is the new big bad? Lex Luthor won by a margin of
Ooh
over
yeah.
200 weighted votes. So I guess this
That
is
was a good
when
one.
the more back cows you have, the more your votes weighed, right? Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ooh. Okay, the voting first.
Ooh, I would like to read the voting process.
Yeah.
So, BatCal holders were invited to vote twice weekly via email. I was the one doing all those emails every week. Each holder, each holder selected their votes. Votes were weighted according to the number of BatCals in their collection.
Hmm.
DC writers and artists wove the selected options into each comic, then penciled, inked, and colored and lettered its final version. The results of all votes were revealed when the issue was airdropped into the collections of all BatCal holders.
Let's go. Okay. Let me just go grab the next page. Ooh, it's quite chunky, this one. You make the call if you wanted to read it or you want to skim through it, Shay. Um,
Ooh, yeah, this one is a long one. How
mhm.
much time? Oh, you have 30 minutes left.
No, no, no. It's okay. It's okay. I mean,
It's okay.
honestly, I'm gonna be here until I get kicked out. So you just go.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta. Batman made the Gotham City District Night Watch a promise. He would train them to take on the crews of Gotham City's supervillains. They would be ready for the next challenge. As a new year dawned, a new mystery shattered winter's peace. A mysterious intruder accessed systems throughout Gotham City, including the Bat computer. The
Mhm.
GCDK received clues to determine the path of the incursion, but couldn't determine who was responsible or what they'd do next. Harley Quinn spent some time relaxing post heist as the heat died down, but realized something strange was happening in the city. She prepared her crew for whatever was coming, starting her own ranked challenges. She began by testing her crew on criminal psychology. How well do they understand Gotham City's rogues gallery? Then she tested them on the biggest mystery of them all, themselves. The Bat computer's systems were compromised during the initial intrusion, but it was unclear how deep the exploit went. It certainly impacted Batman's choice to test the GCDK on codebreaking. After the Master of Secrets challenge, chronologically, the events of Batman the Legacy Cal number 1 through 3 occur. After Batman's face off with the Legacy Cowl, Harley Quinn was planning a first crew anniversary party. While scouting locations, she happened upon a warehouse where the Legacy Cowl was assembling its swarm of duplicates. She stole and shared a creepy robot code. Both crews rushed to Batcomputer nodes located throughout Gotham City to try to reconnect and secure the systems from the intrusions of the rogue AI. That brings us to today. The original Legacy Cal was crushed by Superman, but its legacy is still at large. Just the GCDK and Harley Quinn crew are still active in Gotham City, hunting down its remnants. Their journey in Gotham City continues. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Okay, right. Let's continue to the next page. Ah,
It's
okay.
epic.
Yes. Oh
So, oh, this is actually not bad. Okay, so let me share this tab.
yeah.
So we got the Mr. Dan Abnett featured. He looks so happy there. I mean, he should be
I know,
happy.
it's a great photo. Love that
I
photo.
mean, what can you say? I mean, it's a great work, you know.
hmm
Um, Let me just plug in. So I'm running out of battery. That's why I took down my. Oh, yep, the infamous 8 minutes. Okay, what page are we on?
Um,
While you find it, Prez, there's I was excited to see Dan in there. There's been a lot of conversation. I like to hear his name mentioned a lot because it's a co-creative process
totally.
with the fans. So to see him in there represented, to me, it means a lot because I'm sure he put a lot of time and effort into the comic.
Mhm.
hmm
Yep, absolutely. I second that. And it's also behind the scenes, right? Like it's like it's like well, he's only spoken to us through his work. I mean, he's jumped in Discord calls with Caitlin, right? You know,
Yeah. Yeah, we had a Discord stage with him.
yeah. But of course, like it's I guess what I'm trying to say is just like his work speaks for himself, right? Like, having to iterate the the story process with us. It must be crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like trying to coordinate all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of fun with it though,
Hmm.
because it was always what how are they going to vote this week? What's going to happen next? So to him it was also like a, you know,
Uh-huh.
he didn't know what was going to happen next, so it was exciting for him.
Oh, it was a time.
Right. It's just it's more of an intimate process.
Mhm.
It's something you don't get to
Yeah.
do with artists often. So more so on the intimate side, and definitely gives semblance to what we kind of experienced. I thought it was pretty unique,
Mhm.
very unique.
Yeah, goes without saying. Also, obviously the first digital book, first DC NFT comic on Shane, and probably the first digital book with the community in there, with like
hmm
the quotes of the community and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's truly special to us. Like, it really is. It really, I can't even state it any better. So thank you so much, Dan. Yeah, and the teams. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, so it's more of Dan Abnett's stuff.
Yep.
Asking him about the voting process, the themes of Batman's legacy. I mean, this is pretty good, right?
Hmm.
Maybe so. Dan's like Batman has been around for a long time. Iconic characters that have been around for a long time have now developed their own legacy and legacy characters. We think about Robin, think about Nightwing, Batgirl, the Bat family as subsequent generations of characters who are carrying the torch and continuing the legend. Let's face it, Batman is mortal and he takes risks. I do think it concerns Batman, and the legacy of Batman matters to him. So, with the Batcows, there's the idea that he would use a technological know how to perpetuate his legacy so that it wasn't so reliant on individual vulnerable people. Now he's saying, this is up to you now. You've got tools to do it. Oh, I've got like hairs raising in my arms right now, leg. What do you think? Because to me, this makes perfect sense, the whole thing. I mean, let's, like, obviously, let's speculate a little bit here. I don't know if you're there, like, but to me, it just seems like, right, Batman will die at some point. He needs a replacement. He's created the Batcow collection with the traits from his past experiences. We're talking like the traits from the Batcow going in as deep as they do, like, and we know this. And the Legacy Cow seems to follow the same trend for the collectibles this year.
Hmm.
um, and that's like paying homage to what I speculate is that Batman's response to the Legacy Cow will ultimately be the Bat Cows because it's the same number, right? So anyway, that's
Right.
speculation on my part, but we never got to see that yet. And obviously, everything there's a big announcement coming, and I don't want to break from the story, but goddamn, leg, what do you think about that? You there? What's people saying?
You might be muted, Legacy.
It's
Ooh,
okay.
I don't know. Should we lose him?
Yeah, maybe. Um, yeah. The legacy is flesh and blood, right there in Robin and Nightwing. Even without his gear, Batman's essence is about solving problems and passing on his role. That's some crazy stuff, right? Not
Yeah.
crazy, but that's Batman for you, I guess. Um,
Hmm.
okay. Should we do? Let's
Want
move
to go to the
on.
next page?
Yep, we've got a lot of
I
pages
like.
to
I
go.
like. I like the next page.
Okay. Okay.
A community makes history.
Let's go.
I'll read the first one.
Okay.
Oh wow, where to start for such talented and well-established artists and storytellers to share the whole story and all of its elements from the plot to the tiniest of details like the legacy cowl or the Batmobile design is just insane. And when you get to see the final result, there are really no words that can describe the feeling of having your custom-made story where you played a role in shaping it. That's why this is so special. It's unheard of, and I thank the team that put all the efforts into making this possible. Mad show. It
Wow.
really is special.
Let's read Shook and Normcore's one. Let's go. I wish we can read them all because I think we have 50 more pages. Voting is one of the big parts I enjoy about the project because I get to build memories with my son. Doing each vote and making it into a comic is something he will be able to have and remember forever. And now we'll be able to get the physical book.
Hmm.
Highlight of the project for me that the first cover was legit and the option I voted for. You're welcome. But chapter two might be even better looking. IMHO. Wicked art all around from Pablo and the cover artists. Participating in comic book voting means I'm part of DC Comics history. To be part of the creative process is something I never thought I would be doing. I second all of that. Okay. Um, Although to be fair, if that first original comics on Chain, yeah, this is like basically the three of them, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, summary of each one.
And of course, the Legacy Cowl
Yep.
coming up.
Hey, my apologies, friends and Shae.
No
Hey,
worries.
no worries.
Things are just coming up. But yeah, it is just exciting to see it all, especially in pages. So
I wanted,
I'm just listening and enjoying. Go ahead. What was your question?
well, I wanted to just go back to this part about Batman, like the actual core of the story, leg, about Batman just dying at one point, right? And someone's got to replace him. And I literally just said, my speculation is the Bathouse is his response to the Legacy Cow, because the Legacy Cow seems to take on traits of its villains, right? And then, uses that to, to exploit the people of Gotham and attack. And obviously, Batman, having well, who's gonna die one day wants to combat that because it's the same number, and yeah, taking from the traits of his experiences. What do you think about that? Oh, he's gone again.
Yeah. So
Oh,
the legacy cow obviously is an AI copy. It's a scan of Batman's brain. So essentially, it knows all of his everything about Batman, even from
Mm-hmm.
his, his the people that help him on the Bat Family to all of his villains, the Bat Lair, the Bat Cave, everything about Batman. So if there is some form, which has been speculated obviously for a long time, that Batman would go away or decease, usually that's how Batman stays ahead of the game. So I'm with you if there is a chance for maybe, someone to replace Batman because it's been done before or tried to with Nightwing, but he's not necessarily the correct match in some facets. Batman is Batman, but a complete replica of Batman using AI, is it possible? It's unique because it's something that we are, bouncing around that idea in the real world today using AI to help people, go further within the realm of possibilities.
So
yeah.
speaking of AI, I think the cool thing is that our storyline kind of developed a little more advanced than actual real world AI. I don't know if you recall that or if you realize that, but like all of our storyline and Batman Legacy Cal, like the AI stuff, started talking about it first before it actually came out.
Mm,
So we were
absolutely.
ahead.
Yep, ahead of the game
Hmm.
on a lot of fronts, and I think,
Yeah.
I mean, the appetite is insane. Really, people have asked for everything I could think of, to be honest, over the course of 2 years, 3 years, you know. And I hope the ride doesn't stop. Like, I mean, I'm grateful for it, absolutely. So yeah, we're just here in the actual Legacy Cal reveal this year, which is actually kicked off the whole thing, right? Well, it's crazy because the whole Legacy Cal got airdropped from a Bat Cal, but actually the story starts from the Legacy Cal
Hmm.
to begin with. Yeah, and yeah, it's an AI swarm that's just taking over Gotham. So um, maybe let's. Ooh, this is a good page. Um, I'll let you pick, Shay, what you want to read, like bits.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll read Dan Abnett's quote at the bottom.
Bottom left or right?
Yes, bottom left.
Okay.
On creating the Legacy Cow character, the Legacy Cow in this story essentially is a villain, but it is also neutral. It is determined to do the thing Batman created it to do, but it does that with a relentless drive that ultimately makes it lack human quality. So it doesn't have empathy, it doesn't have those human traits that allow it to, I mean, just like AI, right? Just
Mhm.
like all
Mhm.
the things that we have today.
Mhm.
So yeah, it has all the intelligence, just not the emotional intelligence part.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna go behind the cow. Hello.
I
Oh.
love this image. Isn't it gorgeous? I
Mm.
can't wait to see it in print.
Mm. Yep.
It's beautiful.
Gonna hold it. I mean, a lot of people are getting more than one. Oh wow. Okay.
Just to let you know, when in 10 minutes, when public uh, sale opens, you can order 5 at a time. So you don't have to, like if you in the early access, you have to keep, you can only order 1 at a time. You can order
Mhm.
5 at a time
Can
in
you check?
public access.
I'm pretty sure we already hit the 180 minimum
We
because
did.
when I
We hit
when I
180.
when I minted it was like 133 because
Yep.
I had to enter my address and I'm like, really? I like and then
Yes, we hit it.
uh
We're gonna print. We're gonna print.
let's go. We're
We're
gonna
going to print.
print.
Yes, we are. Let me see. Let me refresh my dashboard. 223.
That's so good. So good, man.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, 229.
So
So
yeah,
we're going to print. Yes,
I guess we're gonna print like the first minute, right, Shay? It was crazy. It was like
I know.
that was pretty like yeah, that's pretty crazy. Um, like, did you want to read this part or not?
Up to you.
I wear a mask not to hide who I am, but to create what I am.
I love that quote.
Crazy. Wow. Detective Comics number 27. When? Ah, wow. I guess that's the unique backhouse holder count.
Mm-hmm.
7396. Yeah.
Yep.
Wonder what it'll take to wake them up.
Yeah, something that was interesting goes back to Mint Day.
Mhm.
I I know I was doing a lot of spaces early on,
Mhm.
and I believe we did a marathon on spaces.
Mhm.
There was a handful of us, so we were there obviously when it opened up, when they started minting, and yeah, we were pretty excited with the mint. It went well. A lot of back house that are still dreamt about. Would be nice to see those, but yeah, it was quite an impressive collection.
Oh yeah. Still probably the best looking collection there is, PFP wise.
Totally. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
By far.
I'm not biased at all, but it still is. Like, you know. So,
Well, I'm biased, Chris.
well,
I am.
I am definitely biased. What can I say? Oh, leg. Are we going to the metaverse?
Hopefully.
Hey, leg. Are we going to the metaverse? He's like,
I wanna go to the metaverse.
I mean,
I want us to.
people say are telling me it's not a thing, but I mean, you can't tell me not to be happy about it. Like, I'm happy about it. I'm gonna go to the metaverse with my back house. Like, hopefully, fingers crossed. Ah, when are you, Shay? I'm sorry to do this, but the announcement, is it any closer? What's happening?
I don't know. I'm waiting to. I am also waiting.
Shay, are we going to the future? Shay, are we going to the future?
That is my hope. But I think that we might be able to share the announcement before the end of the year.
Okay,
That is my hope. I will learn more by next week.
and will you be a part of the next chapter?
100%.
Okay,
They'd have to
great,
kick me out.
great. I honestly
I,
like, yeah.
Hey, Prez, on the metaverse, like obviously it's hot speculation for most NFT projects, right?
Hmm.
I do remember, however, we spoke with some of the creators in the creative process. They are said to be built metaverse ready. That's a lot of things I know that I hear from a lot of people wanting to know about the project and wanting to know if we are able to do something like that in the future or in the near future. Of course, it would be, yeah. I would just tell people go read the cover page of this book. The cover page, in my interpretation, I'm just interpreting just how I think about it.
Hmm.
It does seem like it's left open ended, as if there hopefully is no ending. No ending would be something unique for a project. Don't know what that would entail, but if a metaverse is a part of that equation, that's something that could go on for a very long time. And there's only, a few Batmen that would be in the metaverse.
Well, I mean, can you imagine all this metaverse talk that we have? But I mean, it's Batman, but it's also your own IP almost because it's different and with your own traits, your one of one traits. And if we're talking, I mean, shout out to Bildo Verde dot root, our friends from our bunny friends from Futureverse, who we started speaking to because we're heavily speculating on that. There's infinite tools out there from Futureverse to be able to play because, of course, people have been saying we don't have the 3D files for this. Well, it's pretty crazy what you could do with AI these days, right? It's do you even worry about stuff like that? You know, I certainly won't.
Yeah, it's unimaginable, Prez. I'll tell you this, like, and if there is some sort of metaverse in the future, it'd be nice because there'll be multiple different metaverses, in my opinion. It would be nice. I'll tell you this, as potentially Batman or anything that you want to speak of, it would be amazing to see Batman be able to have the ability to go to any metaverse and pop in and out. Because when you see it, it's so unique. When you see it, there's nothing out there like it.
No.
And it's definitely a representation of its own, its own living, breathing legend. So yeah, if you had the ability to be your own Batman and you're touching different metaverses or different places in a metaverse,
Yeah.
and people are able to recognize you by PFP with identity and obviously Batman, yeah, next level.
Yeah. Yeah. With the emerging tech as well, if like, because it's like it's an arms race. This is where we are is an arms race. It's a literal arms race. Like you can't tell me people that are building metaverses, may it be VVverse, may it be Futureverse, may it be Wilder World, like these three, right? If we're talking about these three, you can't tell me there's not a level of healthy competition between them. Not just obviously the shots we take every single day, that I'm myself are guilty of, but those are necessary, and it really just feels like a race to who can build faster, better, get people on board. But it's the same goals, right? You know, but it's different when you wear it on your face. Yeah, like I said,
Definitely.
it's it's gonna be crazy. Like, what can they build for us? Can like everything we've been asking for. Like, what are the things people have been asking for? Like, I mean, you could probably name this off the back of your own, um, like right
Well,
now.
even so, Prez, like when you're thinking of when even if you think about metaverse, before metaverse, like it's becoming, I only speak from the Web3 standpoint because that's where I hear a lot more of the metaverse terminology. like you say there's a race for the metaverse, which potentially could be true. I'm not. I can see something like that culminating as well. However, there's also a race between projects and what projects are delivering. And again, a point of delivery within a project can be to the success or detriment of a project in the space. We are to this point where we're at today, where finally this was speculative to see a physical of this comic. We know we had the digital, but to see the speculation of the physical come into play, and now it's a reality, is more of, goes to like what you're saying, this the race of these projects trying to innovate and build something and deliver something not only to a community but to a space where innovation and speculation are merging
Hmm.
to create something like we see today with this book. So it's fun.
Hmm.
That's what
Hmm.
it's about. It's just fun, and yeah, there is a lot of speculation about different things. So the speculation, I think, is what takes the space to a next level.
Hmm.
Not necessarily, it doesn't have to always be about price, but
Hmm.
about the fun and the engagement and the activities that potentially could come, or even to help some of these projects build something that communities want to see in the future.
And the possibilities, right? I mean, you tell me a problem now. Tomorrow, someone is building to solve that problem.
Hmm.
Hell, today, someone is gonna build, and you know, if we're talking future verse, because obviously I had to go ahead and do my research, because shout out to Javier. Um, that's 11 different companies combined together with such extensive expertise on this. If whatever we think about, they probably have already started to develop, or at least they already have talked about it. Like, and you combine that with Batman, like potentially, like fucking seriously, like take me there as soon as possible. Like, Oh, anyway, sorry to sabotage the reading stream, but I felt like we needed to take a breath there because we have touched on the back house now. Where are we? So, yep. Um, so yeah, do you just want to describe this one, Shay? I guess it's just more invitations. I guess the initial
Sure.
email sent. I guess we've seen this in year one as well, right? This one,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I remember. Remember,
Yeah.
ATL was like, "What is that?"
Yeah. That's pretty cool. Do you want to scroll up to the top so I can read that little?
Sorry, I was looking at the back house. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's a beautiful one though. An invitation from Batman. Each cowl has unique attributes that can help the wearer on their patrols and bears an invitation from the world's greatest detective to become defenders of the innocent. Each description was customized to the unique traits of each cowl and its serial number. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, and it already.
Yeah.
I was gonna show off and like just tell you what the traits are, but it's already here, so people would assume I already didn't know it. But okay, the making of the cows. I guess we have seen these pages already, so maybe
Yeah.
um I think we did. I think this is in year one, so that's okay. Wait, well, I mean, it's still nice to kind of flick through, so I'm still gonna go ahead and do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, beautiful. Is there anything you can tell us about the? Oh, okay. Because you joined a bit later, didn't you, Shay?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. So I wasn't part of the initial steps,
But
but what I can say is from just looking at like all of these different um, materials that were used, that were kind of researched, and the textures, that was a lot of work, a lot, not just from Daz 3D but from us, from the Palm team. I remember, sitting through presentations of like the 3D artists and the digital artists, and talking about how, when they conceptualized what type of materials to use, and the light, like how the light hits it, and what
Mm.
angles to use. It was super complicated, and I really just admire. I was in awe of like just the thought process behind it
Mhm.
all. Because I mean, look at the little details. Like if you look at like small weave, matte metal, all of these textures that were taken into consideration, taking that from like, let's say, a physical object, and then kind of translating that onto digital and onto the creation of a bat cowl. I think it's pretty impressive. Like look at all these different materials.
Yeah, I mean, tell me about it. And obviously
Hmm.
combinations of them as well.
Yeah.
Um, it's like the black gloss as well. Look at that.
Yes.
Crazy. Like different
Beautiful.
ones. Yeah. Like
Hmm.
leg, do you have any thoughts on these? If not, I'm just gonna flick through some more materials because the next page is a lot juicier. So we've only got one candy cane in the collection, and it's never shown itself. That's reminiscent to Maripo and Dr. Backhouse. Can what is that one? Polka dot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Bat Cow.
Yeah.
Smudge
The
Chrome.
smudged chrome. Yeah.
I do have one of these, I think. Harley Quinn, favorite, one of my favorites. Killer Croc.
Hmm.
Just gonna shout out
Yep.
different backhow materials here. Louis de Lilac, really nice one. Actually, all of this is almost the premium page now, right? Well, yeah,
Yeah.
green camo, midnight metallic. I know green camo. Ken Penguin has one of these, I believe. Midnight material. I believe Mr. Screeves is selling one. But it's funny how Louis de Lilac has two different textures, but the same name. It looks like. Funny how that works. Um, Whiteout geometric, Aurelian light marble. Got one of these. Whiteout gravel. No, Swag's got one of these. Blue gray ferrofluidic. We've got yeah, we've got a community member that has that. King Marquis has one of these, and Perceptive Vision has one of these. See, Dr. Rolex has one of these. The Cheetah is only a one of one. Um, Batman logo. Meet Angel bought one of these ones, I believe. Um, yeah, man, it's crazy. Catwoman leather. So obviously we've got um community member as well. Just slipped my memory now, but he's active, pretty active. And
Oh, speaking of these textures, I'm not sure if you guys saw the announcement, but we are doing a free redemption of Poison Ivy Legacy Cowl. We just opened it like 7 minutes ago, so
oh
go grab
wow,
yours. Legacy
nice,
Cowl, a free redemption. Poison Ivy Legacy Cowl, finally out
yay! Or like right now, as in right
right
now.
now. Yep.
Yeah, that one was pretty neat. And hey, something about these textures, Prez, and maybe Shae might know. And I
Mhm.
saw your back out, by the way, this morning, Shae. That was a pretty epic
Uh,
photo.
oh,
It was
thanks.
nice to see because everybody's coming out in droves. It's
Yeah.
so the and shout out to Royal Wilder. She used to always speculate with me about these colors and these textures. These actually, if I'm not mistaken, these come from Unreal Engine 5. And if it adds to your speculation, Prez, a lot,
Mhm.
Unreal Engine 5 is something, a tool that's being used for a lot of these different worlds that are being built, or games that, a gaming engine for games to be built on.
Mhm.
But unique how they chose some of these colors. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to the Poison Ivy Legacy Cow.
Yep, here it is. It's already
It,
in the market.
yep.
But
Grab
yeah,
yours.
yeah, that's pretty cool for free as well, right? Um,
Yeah, it's free.
wow. I mean, this is why I get bullied. Why doesn't my back cow spin, Shay? But looks phenomenal. Yeah. What can I
So,
say?
so Shay, I do have a question.
Yes.
I'm aware. I think a lot of people are aware that there were several drops for the Legacy Cow
Hmm.
base editions.
Yep.
Will that continue? Are those still in the pipeline to be delivered into future drops?
Yes.
Okay, so
I
people will
have
still
a,
have the opportunity to do that.
yes. I will announce something soon.
Our favorite word, but it's good
Soon.
to hear.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah,
Nothing's
it's
changed.
fun. Uh, hey, Shay, do they make you say that, or do you have fun telling us soon?
Well, what if I announce something and then we're like, oh, we can't do it now, and then you guys get all mad because it's not here yet? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
You.
I have
This
to
is
wait
Web
till it's
three.
officially ready.
I trust your judgment. I trust your judgment. So, but yeah, it's definitely Web three. You know how animals get in the wild, Shay.
Yes.
You have to throw them a bone every now and again.
Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy, man. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not actually part of the team. You know that. I'm just a content creator. Like, can you chill? Like, I know as much as you.
I thought you
Um,
were, Prez. You're not. I thought
no,
that was the title.
no, no. Hey, don't get me started, man. You're also part of the team, man. You're here right now, bro. So you can't give me all this. Like, you can't. Hey, let's go back to this
Almost.
one. Let's go back here. Sorry, what you say? Got Ellis just rolling his eyes. Um, okay, so we've got the different. Um, there's not many of the clown prints. I think there's six, and there's like I think two solar ones, two or three. But it's nasty. I think most of these, to be fair, like the backgrounds and the lighting materials, the eyes, they just obviously just complement each other and add to the just the beauty of the collection. Um, and we've seen these, so I will go now. But I'm sorry, but I do love these, so that's why we're spending enormous time on it. No doubt. So I will try to move on. And obviously the signed Jim Lee ones that you know, people are still selling now actually on eBay, but I managed to get myself one on eBay. So I'm sure that's a perk for many people.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, just moving forward. I think a lot of these are from year one already,
Yeah.
and obviously the journey.
Yep.
Although to be fair, we probably have enough time to read all of the community comments, right? Because
Well, up to you. You're the one with the time limit.
well, no longer really. I'm just chilling here now, really. No one's
Oh,
kicking
you're
me out.
allowed.
Yeah, yeah, no one's
You're
kicking me
allowed
out
to
yet.
leave the conference.
Well, I did. Um,
Oh, okay.
I'll be super distracted with this anyway. So, um, well, I mean, it's finished. In case anyone's watching,
Oh,
it's
okay.
it's it's pretty much finished. The guy I went to see was finished talking, and they're just recapping. But I've literally done like 90% of it. But anyway, yeah. Did you want to kick this one off, Shay?
Sure.
Hmm.
Can you expand it a little? Okay. Heed the call. The first bat cowls were dropped on April 26, 2022. Holders waited in anticipation for May 3rd when their unique cowls would be revealed. Excitement built as collectors pored over their crates for clues to what could be inside. With billions of potential outcomes, each cowl represents a different individual and a different journey. What could be in store for the Gotham City District Night Watch?
I remember reveal day. Hey, Leg, do you remember reveal day? I don't know if he's
I
on.
do remember reveal day. It was about a week after we minted, but
You were
yeah, there was
hosting.
a
I'm
there.
I'm pretty sure you were
Yeah,
hosting. Yeah.
I think so. There was a lot of stuff going on. So that
Yeah.
was yeah, it was a lot to take in, and a lot of people were pleased with what they saw on mint day. I remember that the most.
That's an understatement. I mean, cause the thing is, I haven't done much research on this, and I just like minted off the back of what you told me. I was just like, okay, let me go grab seven. But literally, the reveal to me was like, it was love at first sight, dude. What can I say, man? It's crazy, dude. I mean, I didn't know you could love a PFP, but yeah, I think we did, and we still do. What makes you hyped about the actual just the collection itself? Um, like obviously you can go into story, you can go into textures, but tell me what really drew you in when you were doing your research.
So for me, the first point would obviously have been it was DC. I'm a DC fan, so there's no secret. Um, it was and it had something to do with Batman. And when they said the community voting, the voting is what I like the most. I'm hoping we can keep continuing to do that in the future. But the voting also, um, I just remember the one thing I always said was I remembered on socials all of the people who were putting on Batman masks. And that was around 2020 during the pandemic. And, a lot of people were interpreting Batman. They wanted to be Batman. And these unique curated PFPs, the interpretations that I saw of them was the possibilities were endless. And they were unique. The colors are fantastic. Shout out to Elise and Ryan.
Hmm.
And it was just it was phenomenal. That I was just thinking about everything that you could possibly do. And then obviously they told us about the snap filter. So there was obviously, for me, being honest, there was the idea of going viral with a back cowl on. That would be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be insane. So, I just there's a lot of things, and I think a lot of things can still play out. But yeah, I think it's just more so being your own unique one of one Batman. That's probably the
Mm-hmm.
biggest excitement, I guess, for me, and the voting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I really miss it. Really, honestly, like it's almost like can't believe it's over. Like, or at least the 2-year roadmap is, and obviously year three's been published,
Yeah,
and
we're on year three, Press.
mm, and we're still here, and it's like, well, what the thing is, obviously the voting hasn't happened. Like it stopped for a while. That's what I meant. Um, the actual, obviously we've got the poison ivy today, and it's almost an autopilot right now. What do you think about that, Shay? What's happening?
Well, I think I think that the future remains to be seen, depending on where we go from here and what happens next. Anything is possible. And when I say anything, I mean it depends on, what decisions are made by, partnerships and by DC and, things like that, that things can still happen. It's not a totally dead deal or anything like that. So I will continue to fight the big fight. I will continue to do what I can to try to like influence, the higher ups to listen to us and to help us to continue to just continue on our journey.
Hmm.
So I'll do
How,
what I can.
Shay, how
Yeah.
how much of that, Shay? How much of that decision it has to do with community engagement or community? How much influence does community have over the future?
Um, I would say if they could hear you out. So it's one thing from them to hear it from me saying the community said this, the community wants that. I wish there was a way for you guys to directly impact them and make your voices heard besides hearing it through me. because I'm just one person and not everyone listens to what I have to say. But I think collectively, if there's a way that we could express together how much we want more comic voting, how much we want more experiences, I would love your help.
Okay, point taken. And hopefully those listening are listening to that, so we can directly, tweet at you or reference you in the Discord or reach out to you with ideas and expressions. Definitely, I think but again, I know you're busy. I know a lot of us are busy. So yeah, it would, that could be a community idea where we can find a way to not
Hmm.
necessarily silo, but a way to inject ideas
Yes,
to certain people or parties
yes.
within the community from
Hmm.
everyone's voices to be heard as a
Yes.
whole.
Yes, I would love that. And just to let you know, a couple of bat cow holders have reached out to me and have given me like a list of ideas, and I hold on to those lists so that when I have the opportunity to speak to leadership, I could be like, "Hey, this is what they want. This is
Mhm.
what they're looking for." I have I seriously, I have a note that has every single request and suggestion and idea, and I plan to bring it up. You know, it's called From Batcal Community. It has everyone's like bullet points, very organized, nice, and neatly put together. Um, so I'm only one person, but I will do what I can. I will fight the big fight for the community, and that's all I can do. That's all I can promise is I will do what I can.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to other pages because we have a lot to go through. And
Yes.
in fact, probably a good time to announce, right? We have another stream tomorrow with Andrew Ward and Caitlin, Rubius, and Legacy, and Shae.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So we'll be getting more deep into whatever Caitlin wants to do tomorrow. I want to talk about it,
Hmm.
and Andrew as well, because
Yeah.
very much part of this journey. So as
Absolutely.
more as community members, but now, but yeah. So we've got shout outs from Chewy there. Every Friday night, that's 100% guarantee. I help host the weekly night watch for anyone who wishes to join. But I also don't really use Snap. If I don't have my calendar, that's a must. I post pictures everywhere in the Snap I go. I show them off all the time. I love to use the filter on my cat and have once used it to try and convince celebrities to heed the call of the cow. No need to convince them. They will see the quality. Although everything looks better with a better price though. What do you think, Leg? That's probably what people are hurting about these days. Not gonna lie. Anyway, let's move on. We can't talk about price, collectible value in front of Shay. Um, um, Shay, did you want to take Guardians one? I'm just calling out
Sure.
people I
Yeah.
know. Yep.
Hmm. I've been collecting or reading comics for over 50 years. To have the chance to share so much with the community is a fantastic utility of my Cowl. I've interacted with the Cowl community IRL at Black Adam Premiere, but countless hours in spaces. I also, then around the holidays, joined Night Watch weekly calls using our Snap filters. After the pandemic, with life and more, I appreciate the community, I'm guessing. Got cut off.
Yes. Um, okay, what else? King. King's in here already anyway. But I mean, we could read it, right? Let's go. It has reinvigorated my love of DC, Batman, and comic books. I can't thank everyone enough. All who have been such a positive influence. I have made so many new lifelong friends. I think we can say the same
I
for
love
everybody.
that.
I think we could say the same for everyone. We're still here, man. We're still hanging around. We're still asking when.
Hmm.
Probably not as often on spaces, but I mean, come on. People were not sleeping. We were like literally there 24/7. Shout out to ATL. Um,
Yeah.
but
Hey,
yeah,
they came here for us, King. Hey, King, you know what I'm talking about. They came here for us.
Feel the back how you're part of the fam, no matter what. This is the beauty of the blockchain. Web3 is the future and the present. Amen. Amen. It has helped me through my darkest days, and I've come out a warrior, so almost like Batman himself. Perfect. Backhouse community has been one that from the start you could just feel how excited everyone was about this project. From the initial announcement, discovering our backhouse, finding out Gotham City zone where we're in, and all the fun thereafter. It's been a community who very much has helped one another. It's been an overall blast to discuss mysteries, hype clues, compare notes, compete with, and steer the direction of future Batman storylines. Okay, so of course we've got the different districts. Nothing but airdrops right now, but what do you think, Leg? Land in the metaverse? What do you say?
Ooh, that would be cool.
Don't get me started. Hey, hey,
No, no, no,
don't
no.
get me started.
In
Hey,
fact, I
Prez,
want to get you started. I mean, what? This is the
Prez,
whole point of this, bro.
they've
I
been
mean, don't
talking
give me
about,
this, man.
bro. Everybody wants a coin. What about like a bat coin? I can hear people in the back of my head. Like if we had a bat currency, that would be a different type of fly. But
Uh,
our districts, we have our districts. I would like to see our districts interpreted into something that was talked about early on. That is yeah, that could get interesting.
That would be super cool.
Leg, I'm just letting you talk, man. You've got all the big ideas because obviously the the districts. I mean, we talk about the metaverse of Backhouse with friggin' I mean, you have to recreate Gotham City. Like, what else is there? Like, and I mean, could you own parts of the land using these in the future? I mean, these are tokens, like to represent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if we let's talk metaverse here. Let's talk hopes and dreams. Like we're not saying like it's already built or anything like that. So guys, calm down. I'm not saying it's already built. We're gonna freaking go in and but let's talk like long term, right? These are these are literally the name of these are canon districts. And are they deeds? Are they because they're all numbered individually. Are they plots of land in the future? Leg, come on, help me out here, bro. I'm just talking like by myself. Like you need to help me speculate right now, man. Let's go. But it could be anything
Hey,
like
well,
that.
I'll tell you this, Prez. The Chinatown is in the first chapter of the Legacy Cow, so they're touching different parts of Gotham City. But I'll tell you this, President Shae. The A lot of the ideas, they're not mine. We share a lot of ideas on spaces and in different places. A lot of these ideas are from the community, and the community as a whole wants to see the future grow with the project. I would say, Prez and Shay, I would say
Hmm.
more so a world of Batman. If it's in a shape or a form of a metaverse, I guess that would just be that's like it's more so a catchy term right now, but a world of Batman and his likeness and his IP and his adventures, I guess you could say, his journey.
Hmm.
That would be, or even our journey as a character in itself. That would be, something unique. Districts, you know, that I was surprised to not see more of that play out into the rest of the comics. I think it may have in one more, but I particularly remember the one that played out in chapter one in Chinatown. And yeah, I know you guys early on, Shay, were talking about um, with Caitlin about how Gotham City kind of has its own character as well that can
Mm-hmm.
come to life and be something more than just a city.
Right.
So I'm gonna skip GCDK mysteries and see if we can get Caitlin to talk a bit more on that tomorrow. Because we
That's a
have,
great idea.
yeah. I mean, we got to save some content for Caitlin, but and
Yeah.
obviously the challenges as well. Definitely be good to hear her talk about that again. Andrew tomorrow to be able to tell us more. Behind the scenes, what he can reveal and whatnot. So let's leave some. I think that's pretty much it. Do we have any more quotes that's unique to this one? Oh, this are these similar to Batman Year One shade? Or there's
Um,
some new ones maybe?
as far
Yeah.
as the quotes,
hmm
let's see, what page are you on?
Let me.
Um,
I
I
think
think they are similar. They're from Batman Year One, but I feel like some of them are so good. I don't mind revisiting if you don't mind.
no, that's okay. Yeah, kick it off.
Okay, I'll start up top. It is such a powerful responsibility, and I am proud to be part of standing for justice and Batman. I loved everything, but the most incredible moment was working with this amazing community to achieve the very honorable title of Master of Gotham City. Yeah, because they got 100% on all four challenges.
Yeah,
So
that's
that is
achieved.
that's a big one. Hmm.
Wow. Obviously, the land we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Hmm. Some of them were
Those
referenced.
challenges.
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Shay.
oh,
Oh, I was just going to talk about the districts and how some of them we did plug into the Legacy Cowl voting and the monthly type of uh, changes to the cowls based on the districts. So those really influenced a lot of the texture and the following months. Um, I guess I like to call them skins. They're not skins, but of the Legacy Cowl.
relax, relax, Shay. Hey, she's getting. Hey, Leg, did you hear that? Skins apparently. Like she's gonna get me going, bro. Like seriously.
Why is that what you guys think of?
she she's playing too much.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I
Variants. They're called
I'll
variants.
tell you those challenges though. The
Yeah.
challenges, those challenges are not easy. So those who did get Masters of Gotham, shout out to you. I know there was a. I'll be honest. I'm still a little salty. There was a hang up that happened on the fourth challenge. Those who know, but there were a lot of people who were able to accomplish that badge. So shout out to everyone who was able to get the
Mm-hmm.
Masters.
hey,
100%.
I'm gonna. There's a few more pages, but I realize we have to save some content for Caitlin tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Andrew. So, and it's actually really impossible to get through this. So, it is 98 pages, but we did a good chunk of it today. And it's a warm up for tomorrow. So I'll probably leave this one here, which is collecting comic book history. What do you think? Like 1059 canon, bro. Like I think it. I've heard a quote today. Today I went to an AI conference in London, and they said that if you stopped all the work of AI today, it would take people 3 or 4 years to really process the enormity of what just happened. In Web3, you want something new every single day, but the enormity of what we got, like having back housing, like, digitally imprinted into a comic book, voting, all the work that goes behind the scenes, and now we have a metaverse possibility. I just think I just think people will might look back fondly in these moments and go, "It's been stressful as hell, but it's been worth it." I mean, that's what I want to close that one out. I was just thinking that today, and I'm like, I feel the same way about my NFT DC Comics life, right? Because this is not the only channel I have. Like I've started a new one in real life, to cover my professional life, but it's crazy because I come out the gates on that one, and I'm like, well, I just feel like I just been doing this right for such a long time, but I mean, I digress. I mean, what do you guys feel? I mean, I think there's a lot in here that people give it credit for because of the things we want and the things. Admittedly, some of the things that have been promised that have been delayed. What do you guys feel about that one? What do you want to close out on, or anything else? Because obviously, I want to probably end this here. But any final thoughts till tomorrow?
I want to say,
After you,
oh, go
Shay.
ahead. Okay. I want
Yeah.
to say, I think as a community, we do come together really tightly, and I love that. And I think that is what's going to continue to push us forward and to help us continue with our journey is that we need to, you know, remain tight as a team, as a community, and then push forward as much as we can to whomever the leadership team is or becomes in the future. So I think as long as we keep pushing forward, we keep working with passion, and we show how important this is to us, I think that's gonna show true value.
Leg, finish off
Yeah,
till,
and
tomorrow.
that's a great point, Shay. A lot of the people in the community, and not just where we participate. I know I participate a lot in spaces, but even in the Discord, there's a lot of people who are vocal in the Discord who show up every day. Shout out to everybody in the
Hmm.
Discord, especially Hawkman. I know Hawkman leads a lot of the way over there, so shout out to
Yeah.
him. um, and what he does for the community behind the scenes. And to the people on X, and on even people on Facebook, there's different channels. So I would agree with you. The community is probably our best asset. And I
Hmm.
that's one thing I'm grateful for, that I love, is the community around what we do. It pushes a lot of us further, and even past back cows. A lot of it, and sometimes it can be personal, or it can be happy, it can be a celebration or something. So yeah, community, I would agree with you. That's our best asset, and hopefully that can propel us into the future. And I'm just grateful for the opportunity, President Shay.
Hey, I'm
This
grateful.
book, I'm super excited.
Woo!
I got to
Let's
I got to
fucking
look through it,
go.
but you know what I'm saying. I was
Hey,
screaming. I have yet to
hey.
scream, and when I get off the call, I'll probably
Ah,
scream again. But the book
bro.
is fantastic. It's
Ah,
phenomenal. There were
ah.
people who don't have cows that were asking about the book and inquiring about the back cows, and
Hmm.
I still think we have a lot to break down. So I'm hoping,
Mhm.
fingers crossed and community driven, that we can see more in the future with the project.
We need to find a way to go viral so that the leadership can be like, okay, this is worthwhile, this is valuable, we need to keep pushing it, we need to continue with the journey. So that's what we need to do. We need to figure out a way to make Bat Cows go viral, or at least to get like good press.
Mhm.
Is it? Hey, you know what, Shay? Challenge
Yes.
accepted. Hey, ch- challenge accepted. I feel a challenge there. So now
Oh.
I think I got some ideas, and I'm sure there's tons of
Great.
people with better ideas than me in the community. I think we might be able to come up with something. And Francisco is the meme god, so
Mm, mm.
maybe he can throw something in
Hmm.
there too with his memes.
I
And
mean, yeah.
yeah, let's make it happen.
Does he know? Did
Let's
they
do
know?
it.
Did they know Francisco? Did they know Jed Bell with his like relentless posts? King. Did they know like all of these collective people? We move as a unit, and
Hmm.
whether it be Discord or X or whatever you feel, what group, what faction of Backhouse you belong to, doesn't matter. Like we want this to continue. How do we do it? Tell us. I mean, there might only be 50, 100, 200 of us, but we are dedicated to this,
Hmm.
right? And
Yep.
because I mean, it's been so good. It's got
Yeah,
all the right factors in there. I hope it
it
continues,
does.
Yeah, I
Me
hope it
too.
does. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Okay. Um, thank you so much, both of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
both.
shall see you tomorrow, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then,
cheers and shout out to you all.
right.
Shout
Take
out to
care, guys.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.